Invisible physical forces, like extreme tension, internal heat, and structural friction, dictate exactly when heavy engineering will ultimately break. In the off-grid solar space, you will often hear that upgrading to a 48-volt battery architecture is a cost-saving measure to avoid buying thick, expensive copper wiring. That explanation relies entirely on the most basic calculation of power, entirely ignoring the physics required for hardware to survive over a decade of daily operation. To engineer a reliable power system, we have to look past the wiring and examine what physically damages battery chemistry over years of heavy use. Many operators assume a battery's lifespan is dictated purely by how deeply it is discharged and how many total charge cycles it completes. The actual hidden killers of solar storage systems are intense discharge rates and internal thermal waste. If you take two identically sized battery banks and pull the exact same wattage from them, the one operating at 12 volts will degrade vastly faster than the bank wired for 48 volts. We can measure exactly why this happens by applying a continuous 2400-watt load to both systems and tracking the resulting electrical behavior. 48-volt architectures do not manufacture extra storage capacity. They manipulate the physics of power delivery to suppress the chemical and thermal stress that destroys battery cells. Power equals voltage multiplied by current. With a fixed 2400-watt demand, increasing voltage forces current down. At 12 volts, the battery supplies 200 amps. At 48 volts, it drops to 50 amps. Quadrupling voltage cuts current to exactly 1/4. While that reduction does allow for thinner cables, the far more important effect is how that massive current drop relieves the battery cells. Battery manufacturers measure cell stress using C rate, dividing current by total capacity. A 12-volt system pulling 200 amps from a 100 amp-hour bank forces a severe 2C discharge. The 48-volt system's 50 amp draw on that same capacity results in a vastly reduced 0.5 C rate. High C rates rip lithium ions rapidly out of the anode, causing internal microfractures and permanent capacity loss over prolonged periods. In older lead-acid chemistries, this exact same high C rate accelerates hard plate sulfation, rapidly degrading the active material. To compensate for the enormous amperage of low-voltage setups, builders often wire massive strings of batteries in parallel, which inevitably leads to uneven current sharing and unequal cell aging. Stepping up to 48 volts preserves your hardware simply by shifting the internal chemistry into a far less aggressive operational state. Unmanaged electrical energy never disappears. It simply converts directly into destructive, highly localized heat that attacks the surrounding physical structure. Every component in a power system, from the lithium cells and the battery management system MOSFETs to the heavy copper bus bars, has internal resistance. This equation maps how internal resistance generates heat. Power loss equals current squared, multiplied by resistance. The critical detail here is that the current variable is squared. Because current is squared, the heat relationship is severely nonlinear. Squaring the 12-volt system's 200 amp draw yields a heat multiplier of 40,000. The 48-volt system's 50 amp draw yields only 2,500. Quadrupling the voltage systematically drops thermal waste by a factor of 16. In 12-volt systems, that immense heat concentrates at physical choke points, baking battery terminals, cable lugs, and fuse blocks hour after hour. Over time, this localized resistance heating creates slight voltage variations between cells, drifting large parallel strings permanently out of sync. Because heat drives the chemical degradation of energy storage, 48-volt architectures mathematically neutralize the primary source of early hardware failure. Up to this point, we have only calculated continuous, steady power delivery. The physical strain becomes far worse during transient surge loads. Heavy inductive motors, like an off-grid air conditioner, require massive spikes of power solely to break the rotor's static inertia and start spinning. A sudden 3,000-watt surge on a 12-volt system forces the battery to dump over 500 amps of raw current in a fraction of a second. This graph maps voltage stability during a surge. As 500 amps of current hits internal resistance, the usable voltage of the 12-volt bank crashes downward, crossing below the BMS cutoff threshold and triggering a failure. The inverter sounds a low voltage alarm, and the internal battery management system completely cuts off the power to protect the cells from over-discharge. The 48-volt system avoids this entirely. Because its surge amperages is a fraction of the size, the voltage drop is strictly suppressed. By maintaining extreme stability during heavy load spikes, high-voltage architectures allow you to actually utilize the full capacity you paid for without random system reboots. Professional engineers design off-grid systems around 48 volts to carefully control the thermodynamic stress environment, not to save money on copper. Once unleashed across a physical gap, raw high-voltage direct current seeking the nearest ground cannot naturally extinguish itself. This introduces a strict safety caveat. Unlike household AC current that alternates and drops to zero dozens of times a second, a 48-volt DC fault will sustain a continuous, highly destructive arc flash. That behavior makes utilizing specifically rated DC circuit breakers, designed with internal magnetic blowouts to break arcs, an absolute necessity. Standard AC breakers will fail violently here. And while the continuous operating current is strictly lower, failing to accurately size your fuses for extreme fault events will still result in melted terminals and catastrophic cable fires. Raising your system voltage does not grant you a pass on basic wiring principles. Strict parallel design rules, including perfectly equal cable lengths, remain mandatory. High-density lithium banks hold enormous amounts of instant deliverable energy. Assembling them requires insulated tools, strict torque specifications, and methodical disconnect procedures. Building a reliable off-grid system is an exercise in managing physics. By utilizing higher voltage, you dictate exactly how current and heat behave under pressure, prioritizing long-term hardware survival.